Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-May read. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Ooh, we're starting with the Two of Swords. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles, influencing energies. Wow, you've got that Judgment card in your outcome. That's a powerful card, powerful message coming through. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying that Two of Swords. Nice. The Seven of Pentacles clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. And the Ace of Wands clarifying that Judgment. Really beautiful. And the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups. Wow, that's a lot of love. I feel like you're reconnecting with your heart space, coming back into your center, finding what truly makes you happy. And there's a reconnection. I think I've been getting with a few people lately that you're kind of reconnecting with not just yourself, but with the people around you that you love. There may be a new love in your life, but for most people that I've been reading for at this time, this mid-May read, I'm getting this sense that our hearts are kind of opening again. It's probably being influenced by that Scorpio full moon. I don't know a lot about astrology, but I believe the full moon in Scorpio is really about getting to the heart of the issues and the influences at our subconscious level, those things that are kind of a core part of ourselves, really opening our hearts up to who and what we really are, and kind of looking at the shadows and bringing to the surface what's really in our heart. And this Two of Cups is saying that you've got a lot of love to give, and you're also learning or just opening yourself to giving love to yourself, to finding compassion and love for yourself and for the people around you, family, friends. Doesn't have to be just a romantic partner. There is elements of that in this card. This is a soulmates card, twin flame card, but I'm also getting that just connecting with the people around you that just make you happy and that you kind of like in your everyday life. You're suddenly kind of realizing that they're actually quite important to you. And it's like you're opening your heart to them and to your animals in your life, to the plants in your life, to your hobbies, to your work, anything that actually brings you a bit of joy. You're kind of seeing things from a new perspective. Your eyes are opening, your heart is opening, going, wow, I actually really love this. I love this person. I love this task. I love this thing. And it's just kind of lighting up your world a bit. That's the influencing energy of this read. And I want you to hold on to that and remember that, because there's something going on here. What I'm feeling is so this Two of Swords, I feel like you can't see what's coming next. It's like there's possibly two paths to take, but you're aiming straight. In this particular Two of Swords, there's no two directions. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, there are two swords pointing in two different directions. She's pointing dead ahead. I feel like she knows exactly what she wants, but she can't see where she's aiming. She's just trusting her intuition, and she's hoping that arrow will fly true, but she hasn't released that arrow yet. This is something that you've started with this Ace of Pentacles. This is a seed you've planted, something that's been, it feels like there's a universal influence here, like there's something that you feel is something that you were meant to do or meant to be in the world, and you've planted the seed and you're trying to nurture it. This Eight of Pentacles, you've been trying to nurture it. You've been supporting it, putting a lot of effort into it, trying to master this skill. What I'm feeling is you're struggling to get it recognized. I had another read, I think it might have been Leo, had a similar flavor. It's like you're putting all of this work into something, and I feel like you've been doing this for a little while, and you're just struggling to kind of get it off the ground. Whatever this is, it doesn't have to be work or a business or a project. This could just be something, it could be a friendship you're trying to nurture, or a hobby, or a skill that you're trying to master. And I feel like you are mastering it with that Eight of Pentacles. You're actually building your skills, and you deserve to kind of be proud of this, and you deserve to have your skill and your work and your effort recognized and acknowledged. But for whatever reason, I feel like it's not, I'm not seeing any of that yet. I'm not seeing any of this recognition here. This is all you just really trying to make it work. And you've got to the point with this Seven of Pentacles where you're starting to wonder if it's worth the effort, whether you should just cash your chips in now and move on. I'm not seeing that you need to pack it in. In fact, I'm seeing the opposite. But for right now, it's like just for this, for this column here, I do feel like you're feeling a little bit disheartened. You've got so much to give, and it's just like, is it worth it? Is anyone going to even acknowledge this? Am I doing this just for myself? And if I am doing it just for myself, is it worth it to continue doing that? This is all very grounded in reality. These pentacles are saying this is something in your material world. This isn't just an emotional or a spiritual kind of mastery that you're working on. This is something tangible in the world. But what it's leading to, I mean, with this outcome, this judgment is indicating some massive kind of transformation, especially with that Two of Cups influence. This is a rebirth, this judgment card, and this freedom. You know, all those birds in the background. This is a huge spiritual freedom. This is a calling the dead back to life. And in the context of this read, what I'm feeling is, I don't want you to give up yet, because something is going to lift this, whatever this is. And it's not just going to move forward a couple of steps. This is going to kind of accelerate, rocket into the stratosphere. This is kind of going to be pretty powerful, coupled with this Ace of Wands, a massive influx of new energy pointing you in a new direction. This is kind of that magic wand that's being gifted to you from the universe. And in this card, you've got these hummingbirds, more birds, more freedom, and these beautiful pink blossoms. This is again connecting with this heart energy. This is new growth. This is going to grow very, very quickly. So keep going with whatever this is that you've put all your time and effort into. Even if you can't see where you're aiming, keep that arrow cocked, because it's ready to fly free eventually. It is going to start flying free, and you are going to reach your goal at some point. Let's pull some advice cards for you. Keeping your heart open with that Two of Cups as well. I feel like you've got a lot of love for whatever this is that you've put yourself into, put your heart into. And that is what's driving you forward for the moment. I'm just feeling you know, physically you're kind of getting to the point of going, do I keep going? This is really exhausting. These are telling me you definitely want to keep going. Yeah, the moon, you've got a bit of confusion. You're not sure if you can see this path through. The King of Pentacles flipped over as well. You're kind of wanting to manifest this. You can see the potential of it, and it can bring so much abundance into your life, not just material, like financial abundance, but abundance in every aspect of your life. And you're just wanting everything. You're just a bit confused because it's not manifesting. Just so you know, you've got the High Priestess at the bottom there. That's trusting your intuition. I feel like your intuition is telling you that this is the way to go. This is something that can actually elevate and propel you forward. It's just not quite happening yet. With the Judgment and that Ace of Wands in your outcome, I want you to keep going forward. The Judgment card in this deck just started flipping over as well. That was just a confirmation for me that yes, this is coming in. This Judgment moment, this reawakening, this rebirth is coming in for you. Ooh, 2 cards slipped out. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Amazing. You're going to gain clarity, freedom of thought. This is inspiration. This sword is piercing the crown. This is a lot of sort of spiritual downloads. This is higher wisdom, information coming in, getting to the truth of of what it is that you really, really want. Cutting through this King of Pentacles, there's a bit of chaos in here. He's got so much. It's kind of messy. This Queen of Swords, I feel like she's cutting through all of that nonsense, all of the mess, getting to the heart of the matter, and with a great deal of clarity, precision, and insight. There's a lot of insight, clarity, and intuition with these 2 cards. I feel like your advice is to kind of let go of the tangle of, I know this can work. I don't know how to make it work, but I know it can. It can be really good. Try and let go of that tangle of thoughts, because it's bringing a lot of confusion in. Instead, I feel like you do need to access your heart space to get this clarity that wants to come in. It's coming in. That Ace of Swords is very much an inspiration. The universe is giving you these new ideas, this new inspiration, this breath of fresh air. It's clarity. So if you can be open to that, you do need to break out of that confusion in order to get some of this clarity. And I feel like the way through to do that is to just keep connecting with your heart. Instead of thinking about all the things that you want and trying to make everything happen all at once, just go a little bit cleaner through this process. And look, you've got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck there as well, which is another universal gift. And this time you're being showered with blessings. This is another heart card, connecting in with your heart space. I feel like if you can trust your heart space and open yourself to the universal wisdom that wants to come in, you'll see your way through this more clearly. This moon card has the hermit's face in the actual moon, and he's shining a light on the path through these dangers, through this confusion. So if you can trust your intuition, again, those swords, trusting your heart, going into find what it is your heart really wants. Instead of wanting everything, find the finer pieces, like really clarify what it is that your heart actually wants, and it'll clear the external mess. And you'll be able to see a bit more clearly where you go next, what steps to take next. I feel like it's just going to open things up for you, but that Judgment card is going to come in. I'm just going to pull some final message cards for you, Sagittarius. Ooh, the Tower flipped right out, didn't it? Yeah, big sudden shift. I feel like that's what's going to come before this Judgment card comes in. This is an external, unexpected, massive change. And the Tower only brings change when it's absolutely necessary, when it's really needed, when there's some kind of stagnant energy, which you've definitely been experiencing, where there's something that's just not shifting quickly enough. The universe says, right, we're going to come in and make it happen for you because this is actually what you want. And it comes in, it can be a bit disruptive, but it always brings the kind of change that leads to really, really positive things. Oh, wow. Just so you know, at the bottom of the deck, I'm still going to keep shuffling, but at the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card with the Judgment card. Oh, and they're upside down. There we go. That's really interesting that those two cards came in immediately after that Tower flipped out. They're both big transformative energies, and that Judgment coming in again. That is you really owning yourself, taking charge. So once this Tower hits, you're going to be in a much, much better position. This is a huge major arcana card. He's the ruler of his life. He knows what he wants. He knows how to get it, and he takes action to make it happen. He's, wow, so much more powerful than all of these minor arcana that you've got. Big, big shifts happening, and you're really going to step into your power once that Tower hits. Whoa. Okay, all of these cards flipped out together, and I do want to show you these. You've got the Temperance, the Page of Swords, and the Fool. Really, really powerful stuff. So this is a new adventure coming in for you. More clarity. I feel like this is you taking a kind of more optimistic, youthful approach to this. Instead of trying to force things to happen, the clarity that you have hopefully gained through that Queen of Swords and Ace of Swords is kind of giving you that breath of fresh air that the Page of Swords wants to bring in, and it's going to help you temper your progress forward. You're going to find that balance between the emotion, the emotional realm, the material realm, the mental realm. You are going to find a bit of clarity, a bit of balance. This is an angel watching out for you as well. And this is a little bit what I was saying. This is the unconscious becoming conscious. This is what I was saying about going into your heart and finding what it is you actually want, not just believing or thinking that you want everything. This is really bringing clarity to the surface and finding that balance as you move forward. Wow, this is a really exciting read, Sagittarius. Okay, at the bottom of the deck now, you've got the Nine of Swords. That's a bit of anxiety. Yeah, in order to break through and break free of those mental chains, go into that Hanged Man energy. Just take some time out, go within, trust your intuition. You'll gain the enlightenment, the awakening that you need, which is part of that Judgment card energy. That I'm feeling like that Nine of Swords energy is kind of a residue from what you were experiencing in these first cards that I pulled. It's kind of I'm feeling it's like you're believing something's going to go wrong. You're not going to be able to continue with this in some way, or it's just your thoughts plaguing you. And I do feel like it's also part of that Moon card, that confusion. This is very much saying just take time out, go into your heart space, that Two of Cups, and take time out to tap into your intuition. Get a bit more clarity from a higher perspective. Remember that Queen of Swords, that Ace of Swords are much, much higher than this Nine of Swords. They're pointing sideways. They're just a pattern of thoughts. You don't need to pay attention to them. They're causing anxiety and confusion and mess, but you've got a much higher clarity that really wants to come in for you. You will find that balance eventually, and you're going to own your life so beautifully with that Emperor card. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you have a wonderful rest of May.